So here is some training from February 10th and 11th here at Force Fitness. First one is Gino hitting 115 kilo clean for a double, just over 90% for him. And he's a really incredible snatcher working on his jerk. His issue with the clean is just he gets the bar to the hip and then kind of tosses it off the hip as opposed to extending fully. So we backed it down a little bit and modified his training to go clean pull plus clean plus jerk so that he could work on the full extension. You can see that clean is so much better, definitely lighter weight, but so much better than what he was doing at a little bit heavier weights. This was on the 10th, so Monday, and here's a couple snatches from my session. Just working on coming back in the snatch. Haven't snatched a ton in the last couple months due to some wrist issues and stuff, but here's 90 for a double. Working on getting vertical and extending pretty hard. You'll see the next one's 110 for a double, extending, moving under. Feeling pretty good about my snatch right now and where I'm at and what I'm trying to get done. Pretty confident in snatching, always have been, so continue to try to be confident going into Arnold and try and hit a good number, maybe a PR. So you can see here, just getting vertical and extending. Next up, we just have Spence. He was lifting in with the club. Normally lifts during the day, but he was lifting in with the club that night, and his work was on some power snatches. So there's 105 for double. I think he went up to 115 or 120 on a power snatch, but trying to just work on that pull. I think he's had some hips that are bothering him. Newer weightlifter for us is Matt. Here's Matt with 140. I think this is second rep of the double. Really strong kid. Just found out last week he doesn't hook grip. Here's Zach, one of my buddies, really good friend of mine. Hit a 45 kilo snatch from the hip. And Jesus on the second rep of 130 kilo or 140 kilo front squat. Here's Matt coming back. He was working up pretty heavy. He had an Instagram bet going. Here's 160, tied a PR there, pretty easy. And then you guys will know that the highlight of the night was Matt hitting 165. Here's Cindy, working on her jerk, only been with us for a few weeks, but looking good. And coming back with Zach, 140 or a 50 kilo snatch from the hip. He's really working on getting under, and I like snatches for the hips for that. Here's a highlight of the night. Matt with 165 kilo clean. He's had some shoulders issues, so we can't go overhead yet, but really strong. And then finally we got Jesus with a 90 kilo snatch pretty easily. Jesus is doing some awesome stuff for us.